Hello and welcome to the CSIAC podcast. Today will be an in-depth look into the malicious act known as malvertising. The modern-day cyber landscape is constantly changing, and with this change comes new threats to the everyday internet user. In this episode, we'll dive into the ins and outs of malvertising, modern-day malvertising examples, and steps that users can take to avoid becoming victims to this malicious act. Be sure to check out the article accompanying this video, written by CSIAC analyst Nicholas Mehta, and also discover more CSIAC original content at www.csiac.org. Malvertising is defined as when a malicious adversary injects malware into legitimate online advertising networks and web pages. Advertisements are produced with significant effort to attract users and sell or advertise a product, which makes for a prime platform for spreading malware. Malvertising is able to exist even on the most popular and reputable websites without directly compromising them. Malvertising is a stealthy way of distributing malware because it can work its way into a web page and spread through a system unknowingly. The malware doesn't require any user interaction, such as clicking on it, in order to compromise the system or exploit vulnerabilities of the website or server it's being hosted on. Instead, the malware is traveled silently through the advertisements on the web page. Malvertising allows for malware to be exposed to millions of users, no matter how cautious one may be. The types of malicious malware associated with malvertising often are the spreading of ransomware and the mining of Bitcoin, along with other various malicious payloads. Malvertising was first seen back in late 2007 and early 2008, with 2014 being the year of outbreak with a 325% attack increase according to the security firm CyFort. In 2015, malvertising soared with mobile platforms, as well as seeing the first political malvertising campaign with pro-Russia propaganda, according to Trustwave. Currently, in 2018, it can be seen spreading crypto ransomware and hijacking Google's DoubleClick ad service in order to mine Bitcoin. The infection process. Infection does not only occur when a user clicks on the advertisement, but it can also be delivered by just visiting the web page where the advertisement is hosted. This is also known as a drive-by download. Sophos, a network security company, describes the drive-by download in 5 stages. Stage 1, entry point. Simply visiting the web page that is running malicious code can infect the user with malware without even noticing. Stage 2, distribution. Most malware will redirect the user to the malicious exploit server, where sophisticated malware packaged in a exploit kit will find vulnerability on the target's machine. It will look for vulnerabilities in the operating system, web browser, and other third-party software installed. Stage 3, exploit. After the exploit kit has determined the operating system in use or software installed, it will attempt to leverage vulnerabilities against them. Stage 4, infection. This occurs after a vulnerability has been identified and begins downloading what is known as a payload that installs itself on the user's computer. It can be made to steal data or extort money from the user. Stage 5, execution. The final stage of a drive-by download is the execution of the payload. Depending on the maker's intent, the malware can be made to extract sensitive data like credentials, banking, or credit card information, or can be used to hold the user's files hostage until the user pays to have them released, also known as ransomware. If the malware from the advertisement was created to start an infection after a user has clicked on it, the user will usually be directly infected or redirected to a malicious site. Redirection to another site is typically expected when a user clicks on any advertisement, making the spread of malware often successful. Malvertising campaigns. The evolution of malvertising tactics had started off with exploiting the weak advertisement management panels. Now, more sophisticated methods and deceptive techniques are utilized. One of the most popular exploit kits currently in use is the Angler Exploit Kit. This kit uses a number of evasion techniques that helps avoid being detected and contains multiple layers of obfuscation, hiding the code that executes, making analysis very difficult for security experts. Earlier malvertising campaigns included one of the most notable malvertising events with the banner feed of the New York Times being exploited, causing users to see an advertisement stating that their computers were infected and claiming that they needed to install software to remedy the infection. However, the software being installed was malicious in nature. According to Cyfort, the malicious actor had approached the New York Times as a national advertiser and had provided them with legitimate ads for a whole week, making him seem reputable. Another notable malvertising attack involved Coulter, an ad fraud Trojan that simulates a user visiting web pages with ads and automatically clicking online advertisements. These page visits created revenue for the ad hosting website. Discovered in 2015 by Cyfort Labs, it was noted that when a user opened the Huffington Post website, multiple scripts were executed from the advertising network to show ads. Cyfort Labs explained that one script would load an external function through HTTPS from Google AppSpot, which then loads another function that redirects through HTTPS. This redirect would lead to the malware payload. This method made it very difficult to trace the origin of the malware redirect. This attack required no user interaction, making it state-of-the-art at the time. A recent malvertising campaign incorporated Google's double-click ad service in order to deliver cryptocurrency miners. Trend Micro, a security news outlet, had discovered that advertisements found on high-traffic sites were using a crypto mining service named CoinHive. CoinHive, recently identified as the top malicious threat to web users, is a cryptocurrency mining service that resides on hacked websites in order to steal the processing power of the site's servers in an attempt to mine sequences of the Monero cryptocurrency. Cyber attribution. Cybersecurity experts have difficulty identifying the malicious advertisements due to the consistent change of ads displayed on a web page. The constant changing of ads means that one person may become infected, but the next few who visit the same web page may not. Advertising networks also have a difficult time performing a thorough analysis of each ad before deployment due to the amount of ads that are submitted each day. Most advertisers will only perform deep analysis when a complaint is filed against a particular advertisement. Many of the leading websites that interact with a massive amount of users usually rely on third-party vendors or software to display ads, causing a decrease in the direct oversight and amount of vetting taking place. Preventative measures. There are a couple of approaches that a user can take to help prevent becoming a victim of malvertising. Even though this attack vector is very difficult to detect and avoid, users can start by either removing unneeded software or ensure that all utilized software and extensions are kept up to date in order to lessen their chances of infection. Using an antivirus program can help protect against these threats and detect and remove malicious software from the system. Lastly, consider using an ad blocker software or web browser plugins to avoid automated scripts from running on sites containing malicious advertisements. On behalf of the CSIAC, we would like to thank you and hope you enjoyed this content. If you would like to give us feedback, please comment on this video or visit our website at www.csiac.org, where you can also find more CSIAC content to enjoy. Thank you. Did you know that CSIAC offers free monthly webinars featuring experts in the areas of cybersecurity, software engineering, modeling and simulation, and knowledge management? Come see leading industry professionals talk about industry practices and leading research. Make sure to visit www.csiac.org/webinars in order to subscribe to our mailing list and see when the next webinar series is available. There you can also watch previous webinar series to catch up. Visit www.csiac.org/webinars.